In Something in the Air, a historical account by Richard Hoffer, the focus is on the 1968 Mexico City Olympics and the pivotal role played by African American athletes in using the Games as a platform for civil rights activism. Hoffer places particular emphasis on the sprinters Tommie Smith and John Carlos, who famously made a Black Power salute on the medal podium after finishing first and third in the 200-meter final. The book opens with the iconic image that captured the essence of the 1968 Olympics: Smith and Carlos standing on the podium, heads bowed, shoeless, and with raised gloved fists. From this powerful image, Hoffer takes readers back in time to uncover the origins of this significant moment. He traces the roots to California's San Jose State University, known as Speed City due to its reputation for producing exceptional track athletes. It was here that Smith, Carlos, and other talented Black athletes were recruited by their track coach, Bud Winter. Among the recruits was Harry Edwards, a discus thrower who possessed both academic prowess and a deep involvement in civil rights activism. During his second year at San Jose, Edwards challenged Winter regarding the subpar living conditions faced by Black athletes. The confrontation escalated, with Winter responding angrily. As a result, Edwards made the difficult decision to quit the track and field program and transitioned to basketball. Although he had the potential for a professional athletic career, Edwards chose the path of academia, pursuing graduate studies at Cornell University. As an academic and activist, Edwards devoted himself to organizing Black athletes and highlighting the racial inequalities prevalent in American sports and society at large. In preparation for the 1968 Olympics, he established the Olympic Project for Human Rights. The group's inaugural meeting took place in Los Angeles in 1967, during which Edwards proposed an African American boycott of the upcoming Games. Edwards argued that the Olympics were already mired in political tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. He believed that a boycott by Black athletes would deliver a significant blow to the civil rights movement, as it would expose the athletes' exploitation as mere performers. Edwards also highlighted the injustices prevalent in American sports, such as the lack of sponsorship for Black athletes in many Southern universities and the absence of Black managers or head coaches in professional football and basketball. However, Edwards faced opposition from the U.S. government, which applied pressure on athletes associated with the military or ROTC, threatening them with Vietnam tours if they joined the boycott. Additionally, some athletes were hesitant to forego the Games after years of intense training. By the spring of 1968, despite the successful efforts to exclude apartheid South Africa from participating, it became evident that the U.S. team would include Black athletes due to pressure from African American athletes and several African countries. The summer of 1968 was marked by intense political turmoil. The assassinations of Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert F. Kennedy had occurred, and events like the Tet Offensive in Vietnam and the Soviet invasion of Czechoslovakia heightened tensions. Just days before the opening ceremony in Mexico City, the Mexican army brutally suppressed student protests, resulting in numerous fatalities. In this charged environment, Edwards and his peers continued to urge Black athletes at the Games to make individual protests. As the medal ceremonies proceeded without any significant demonstration from Black athletes, the likelihood of a protest seemed dim. Yet, Smith and Carlos made a last-minute decision to take a stand. They meticulously crafted their gesture to maximize its symbolic impact. Smith raised his right fist, while Carlos raised his left, symbolizing Black unity. Their decision to be barefoot represented poverty, and Smith's black scarf emphasized Blackness itself. According to Hoffer, their spontaneous gesture possessed an undeniable power that defied explanation and rendered words futile in the face of the image they had created. The American media reacted with fury, as did the predominantly white International Olympic Committee, led by American Avery Brundage. Under pressure from the committee, the U.S. team ultimately expelled Smith and Carlos, sending them home in disgrace. However, the repercussions extended far beyond their expulsion. Both athletes received death threats and faced the end of their athletic careers. Their personal lives suffered as well, with both men believing that their gesture had strained their marriages. Meanwhile, in the backdrop of Smith and Carlos's act, other significant dramas unfolded during the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City. Bob Beamon, an African-American athlete, shattered the long jump record by an astonishing 22 inches. Another American athlete, Dick Fosbury, revolutionized the high jump with his innovative Fosbury flop technique. Additionally, George Foreman, an African-American boxer, achieved a powerful political statement by defeating Soviet boxer Ioannis Chepoulis in the second round of their final match. Hoffer concludes that the 1968 Olympics marked a pivotal moment in the intertwined history of sports and politics, ushering in a new era of political consciousness among Olympic athletes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.